Well, if it has that result. But I've always said that if people don't want to talk about racism, and a lot of people are real nervous about that, you don't force that on people. It doesn't work. You don't do anything that doesn't work. That's we shouldn't become so dogmatic that we just say, well, we're going to stick with it whether it works or not. I mean, we don't care if it never works. We'll just stick with it.
Mm-hmm.
No, you stick with what works. So if a person doesn't want to talk about racism, they want to talk about something usually, or they want to hear somebody talk about something. So you ask people, what do you want to talk about? That's the codified procedure. That's why I say we need a code, a procedure for doing everything, not some things, everything. That's what a code is.
Mm-hmm.
So when a person says, I don't want to talk about racism, then you go into the question mode, because all problems are solved by questions and answers. Oh, you don't want to talk about racism. All right, fine. What do you want to talk about? That's a question. And let the person tell you what they want to talk about, because people usually want to talk about what they want to talk about. So you let them.
Mm-hmm.
That's courtesy, and that's the correct thing to do. And that's the way to get order in anything. So no matter what the person is going to talk about, if that person is non-white, it's going to lead to a discussion about racism anyway.
Anyway, yes.
See what I mean? That's why I'm saying being able to think mathematically. And who's going to lead you there? The person who just finished saying, I don't want to talk about racism.
Mm-hmm.
But they are going to be forced to talk about racism, because that's the thing that's going to dominate their entire existence, and dominates their entire existence, even as they say they don't want to talk about it. So if they talk about economics, it's going to lead right to the race problem.
Because that's part of the activity.
Yes. If they're going to talk about education, well, I'm thinking about going to school. Oh, you're thinking about going to school. That's what you want to talk about. Okay, what school? Where? When? Under what circumstances?
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to pay for it? See, you got about 200 or 300 questions now coming up.
That's true, right there.
Just about education. And it's going to all lead to a problem about what color somebody is.